Namaste. Namaste. Beloved angels, I hope hard lessons are not in your life, but if they are, this video is for you. I'm telling you, time is getting shorter and shorter. In 2016, I could do so much. And even I was doing healing with my grandmother every day 2 times and wrote so much. But now more and more I see, more and more I want to do, more and more less time there is. And it's already evening and I had hardly time to do this video. So I love you and be blessed forever. Let us dive deep, really break it down, this one, from many views, because it is difficult to understand. I was actually in the morning already inspired when I was listening to video about uh, politics, Trump, and many things. And higher beings, they say, we cannot deny that this being is love, because from the fifth dimensional point of view, all of them, they did so much for awakening of human race. And in 3D, it's darkness. No? We cannot understand. Well, I will not go much into this, but hard lessons in our lives. I had them many. Anyway, I will not go into this. If you want to listen to my hard lessons, you search in my videos for video story of my life, and you have 2 hours of my life. I don't have now so much time. I have hardly 1 hour time to do this video. Then I'm going to go sleeping. But it's important because in the morning I felt inspired about this topic, and also some comments really made me sure I have to speak about that. Let me break it down a little bit. Like I said before, from the higher dimensional perspective, all the darkness in this world, higher beings, they see as love, because they know this darkness is actually awakening the masses, giving them the lesson that they want something better, that they reject this 3D reality, this system. And if there would not be these lessons, we will live in 3D undisturbed and not growing in consciousness. Anyway, this is hard topic, and if you are a victim of life, this video is not for you if you cannot take it. But if you can take it, this video is exactly for you. But if you're a student of life and you just don't understand some things, why we have hard lessons, why these things are in our life, this video is so much for you. But if it does not resonate with you, because this is, I speaking source wisdom all the time. And if your truth is third dimensional, fourth dimensional of duality, this will be very disturbing for you. Like I said, we can get the lesson of life, or we can get old and remain a victim. I am young and I'm a master. I know. And Sweet Dana is also young and she's a masteress. And many of you are young and they are masters of life, just because you know that, what I'm about to speak now. Just like Rumi said, do know that darkness is and light, all is just dance of love. Yeah. If we are not victims, we are students of life. We know this. And my life was very hard. So much lessons, even sexual abuse, violence. Even I'm lucky I survived what I went through in high school and all this, you know. So, but if I look at the back, even what my grandfather did, my parents left me, violence, what religion done to me, what was happening in high school, all the... Whew. I now, when I look at back from my consciousness now, which is enlightened consciousness, I see this was actually love. It was love. It was love. But first, let me just tell us that we have chosen everything what we have gone through. I have chosen to be sexually abused from the soul level. I have chosen to live in the poorest family in village. I have chosen the company in my high school that almost got me killed, and I didn't know how I would get out. I chosen to see people dying, young friends dying around me. I chosen all this. And how this can be love, huh? What he's speaking, some nonsense. He's insane or something. Somebody may thinking. You know. For me, that's why I'm 36 years old. And I'm acting like 80-year-old master. Because I was never a victim of these things. I was never blaming. I was suffering. Yes, in high school I did not understand. In childhood I did not understand. But I guess I had this center within me that I did not blame, and I was not a victim. But as soon as I awakened at the age of 21, I understood. Although I was suffering, I understood. I understood very well. I understood very well that my mind is so stubborn that this is teaching me about love. I know I was suffering with a girlfriend and she was possessed, and in the middle of the night she got possessed and with a knife. Oh my God, it was terrible. But as I put my piece together in the bathroom, I understood. She's teaching me about love. She's teaching me about attachment. She's teaching me to let go. She's teaching me not to depend, not to be of this world. She's teaching me what is not unconditional love. But let me just first tell you something. From the soul level, we have chosen every lesson. If you are going now through the hard lesson or dark night of the soul, or somebody is very hard to you and something terrible is happening to you, I know this is difficult to hear, but no, you didn't only sign the contract. You have chosen this, and you have chosen the soul who done this upon you. I have chosen my grandfather to sexually abuse me. Yes, I did. I have chosen that man who killed a person in front of me. In high school. I have chosen. And from the soul level, he was not evil. And my grandfather was anyway not evil. Just he was pinned on the bed for 40 years, and this is insanity. Oh, look, I said about the wasps and bees. Here he is. Always they come here. Always they are here in my apartment. And never they do nothing to me, these hornets. So beautiful. Thank you for coming. He will leave the body here now, because it's winter approaching, and I guess they like to leave body in my apartment. I don't know. I always in the morning swipe them off. You know. But he's not giving me hard lessons. I know I was sleeping one night and I had a hand on him and he didn't sting me. I just felt his sting, just like a scratch, just like when something is itching you, nothing more. They respect me for something, I don't know why. And they always love to be here. But this is not the topic, but he came just now, so I had to say. So, he came to confirm that what I'm saying now. Actually, you are coming from the high dimensions where there's no suffering, no duality, no trauma, No hard lessons, only peace and harmony and love for everyone. And when you came into this world, you did not know anything about this world. Yet you came here to assist the ascension of planet Earth. You know? You came here just for that. To become master of this world, so you will make other people masters and you will turn this world to heaven. But you did not know anything about this energy. You did not know anything. So how could you master this life and turn this world to heaven if you don't know about this? So actually, from the soul level, you have chosen, you know? You have chosen from the soul level what needs to happen to you because you want to master this. I was sexually abused to master this, so I can now write something and make a video about sexual abuse or help somebody who comes here to seek help and guide him from my mastery. You know, they are maybe a victim and I can help them. You know, this was the reason why I chosen it. This was the reason why I chosen it. And I have chosen the soul who loves me so much on the soul level and ask them, would you do this for me? I need to learn this lesson in this world. Will you do this for me? I will forget myself, you will forget yourself. I will maybe hate you, I don't know. But do you love me enough that you will provide me that lesson that I need to become the master of just that? Huh? And that's why Judas was greatest disciple, because he agreed to that betrayal that was needed. No one else would. I'm just giving this example. You know. So actually the one who loves you most hurts you most in this world. Can you imagine this? That's why I go every day to my not every day, every week to my grandfather's grave, and I love him. And I say thank you. And I say you are forgiven, everything okay, no problem. Hey, he's here. You land here on me, I think. Okay, not the grandfather, the hornet. So, do you understand now? At least a little bit. You wanted to master this lesson. You wanted to get this experience so you become a master. So you ask somebody. And those who love you the most on soul level agreed because they love you so much that they have provided you this experience. And maybe you are going through this experience just now. You know? And maybe you hate that person. Maybe you are in court restrained with that person. Maybe you're fighting with that person. Maybe you are crying why they are cheating on me, why they are doing this to me, why they are so hard to me. Well, they are teaching you about love. And you ask them from the soul level. And you will get their lessons, well, you will kick them out of your life. When you will get the lesson and master it, and you will be able to tell to that illusion go. And maybe you will never see each other in this life again because they chosen not to awaken. But from the soul level, they love you so much that they have agreed to the lesson that you wanted to take upon yourself. You know, that's why I gave example of Judas. What needs to be done, needs to be done. On the soul level, you said, I need to learn this lesson. So to provide lesson, I asked my grandfather to do this for me. That terrible thing in this world, abuse me. Same with Judas. He needed to do that because it needed to be done, to betray. And no one else was so close to do that. Like my grandfather loved me so much that agreed for that lesson, to give me that hard lessons of sexual abuse. Yeah. And somebody said I have to prove myself I was not privileged. Well, be ashamed of yourself. That will I tell you. For we are old and we still are victims and we still blame what happened to us. Why? When we can be young and masters, like I am and many. Life is short. Until we are victims and blaming everybody in our life for what they are doing, we will never become masters. We will remain victims of life. And we don't want that. I'm so happy. I'm young still. And I have such long life in front of me. And I will actually live more than 100 years. I plan to live 1,000 years here. This is my choice. But at 36, I crossed the line. I mean, before, a few years before, but now I really feel like, ooh. And I'm really speaking this. You can feel this. I'm speaking this from my truth. I'm really grateful to my grandfather and everybody who hurt me in my life. My mother and father that they left me. I'm grateful for my father that he blinded me in my womb and give me that trauma in childhood, first 2 years, that caused so much mental diseases to me, and that people thought I will die and I will not be ever normal. But now they see a master of life and they know if he could do it, we can do it. He went so much through in his life, but how he's now so happy, always happy, never, every day same, every day in his power. And they come to me just for that, because they see that. Because they know my life, people here. They know how I was before. They know what I went through. And they see me now, and they know. And then I can tell them just that, what I'm telling you now. So you get now a little bit why all these things are love. They're teaching us love because we wanted to be masters. We wanted to save this world. And we needed the experience of this world, because in the higher dimensions we had no experience. We had no experience in higher dimensions. And in order to master this third dimension, we needed all experiences of light and darkness. Yes. Yes. And I'm grateful. I'm not blaming, and I'm not a victim. It's about that from soul level. Now the next point. Why hardest lessons are love? Because we are stubborn. Many are listening to this video and all my videos in 3 years following me, but still acting in same ways. Because when someone tells us nicely, we do not get it, we do not follow it. Our mind is stubborn, we act in 3D ways, we are attached, we want to control, we are victims, we are that. But very sadly, human nature is such, and we all are humans, regardless from where we came. We are humans here, and we conditioned ourselves to human form and 3D human self, every one of us. So, and we want to stay in that consciousness. I mean, from the mind level. But from the heart level, we chosen to get free. So we are not listening. I was also not listening to the words of masters that I was reading. But I was always listening to the lessons of my life. So when we get lesson of our life, when life gives us hard lesson in darkness and suffering, then we usually get it, huh? It's sad that it's so, but sadly it is so. Sadly it is so. I would be happy. I was actually very blessed. I got my hardest lessons before my awakening. Then I was listening much. Only in my love life I did not listen, so I needed that hard lessons that I told you before, that girlfriend was possessed in the middle of the night with a knife and looking like a demon. Her face changed and everything. I don't know, she kill me or what will she do? This lesson I did not get. So much attached, so much emotional, so much. And then I needed, because I mastered so many other lessons and I was cooperating, I was listening to everything. But to that I did not listen, that I have to get detached, that I have to unconditional love. And I got so attached and I missed them. All my girlfriends, I missed them. I could not live without them and all this. So after my awakening, I got these lessons and hard. But I needed 3 serious relationships to get the lesson. I needed to cry like a woman. I needed to, I miss you, I love you, where are you? I will die without you. But you will kill me in your presence. I'm laughing now. And I got the lesson. So I know. And I actually, part of me knew consciously that I need to let go, that this is lesson, but my heart was so attached and my mind, I needed much lessons. Oh yes, look. Like I said, we don't listen to the kind words of those who mastered their life and lessons of their life, but we always listen to the heart experience. And when she was with a knife in the middle of the night, and when this was repeating, I just said goodbye. I don't want to see you anymore. I love you and everything is okay, but no thank you. I was running and I got the lesson immediately. But if that would not happen, I would stay attached. And sadly, that girl is still blaming me for leaving her, blaming me and her father. And she went through a little bit less things that I went, but she did not get her lessons. 2 years ago, she came on my Facebook for help. Anyway, I don't do in Messenger, but I help her a little bit and like this, and she could not accept that I don't cooperate with her expectations, that I'm not her personal guide just because she needs me, and she was envious on me. She was actually envious that I'm now free and I'm so full of light. And then she started blaming to me. She started to tell me, what if I tell to all these people who follow you what you did to me, huh? What if I tell and write this on your wall and like this? But she wanted help from me. And I see the contrast. I got the lessons, even her lesson I got, but she was still blaming her father, her brother, even me, and everyone. And it was terrible relationship because she was living with her ex-boyfriend, and she just needed somebody to take care of her, somebody to she wanted to be like this, that somebody's providing for her and somebody's like this. So she could not let go even in that time of him. And I was suffering in that relationship also, but I'm sure they did not have nothing. They were not romantic. It was just insanity. It was insanity, and I was in this insanity and loved her so much. It was hard lesson in many ways, and even she got possessed in so many ways. I could blame her. I never blamed her. I wanted to help her, but when she said this, that she will tell to everybody what, anyway, nobody would care, because angels know that we change. And actually, I did not do anything to her else but left her. And knew everybody would left a person who would in middle of the night with a knife standing like in a horror picture. No, you don't want to see that. But I needed that lesson. Because I was so attached and I wanted it conditional attached love so much. And I was not listening to all the wisdom that was within me, just not realized. And actually I needed that horror scenes, and such crazy circumstances of relationships so I could learn. And this was my last relationship 5 years ago. After this, I'm in celibate and I was working on myself like fire. And then my beloved divine love came, my heart, and in 3 years over social media we had not one disagreement, not one disharmony, not one anything bad. Just peace, love, and harmony. We don't even speak much. One message, a few weeks, and this is it. We speak from the heart, telepathically always. But we spoke when we met, and like this, we spoke every day, and like this. And it's beautiful, you know, that really confirmation that I got the lesson. Because with her, we never had one disagreement, one drama, nothing. This is impossible, but it's possible. And it's my reality. With Cotton Heart, we never had nothing. We never had no stress. And yes, we needed to let go because this was ancient attachment from so many lives ago. But we both knew we have to work on ourselves and let go, and we knew what to do. And we went through this like butter. I know we will get united one day soon, as my work brings me more abundance, and when we can provide for each other and for her daughter and like this. So, and I'm at peace. I'm at peace. And I know she came in my life because I really learned about relationships through my darkness. And yes, Paulina, who was standing with a knife like with horror picture in the middle of the night, she was love. She was love. She have provided me that experience, that lesson, that fear, that what I needed actually, so I could learn and let go of my attachment. Yes, if she would be nice and everything would be great, I would not learn. We would be attached, and I would never learn about unconditional love. I would never let go of my attachments. Even when things are happening here to me, like with my old brother, which I was writing yesterday on my Facebook. It was hard lesson because we were in Bangladesh together. We really go back together so far. So far. I don't know what happened to him to be in such, to blame me. He actually blamed me for my sensitivity. He called it victimhood. He could not accept my will, and all these things. It was so insane I had to block him. I had to block him, and we are really best friends like this, you know. And maybe he does not understand now, because he did it because he thought he will never block me because I'm an exception. Well, I'm a teacher. I teach you to stand in your power and give no power away. So if I would keep him here after he did this and he would not accept my will, I would go against my teaching, the word that I am, and I would be a hypocrite, deceiver, cheater. I had to do it. And it hurted me so much what he did, and it hurted my heart so much to let go of him. And that's why I actually talked to him and wasted my time, because I didn't want to lose him. But it was clear on the end. I asked him, will you repeat this again? He said, yes, I will repeat this again. So I said, look what happens now. I love you. And he never saw me again. He will never see me again, probably. Only in mysterious ways. But I get his lesson, because the next day and today I'm more in my power. I'm roaring more. I'm really, it helped me so much, purified me, took me on another level. But it costed me my beloved brother, or I would keep him and would cost me that power that I'm giving you now. But I know what he did was love that I needed. And maybe he now blames me for blocking him and I don't know what. I actually know that it was love. That experience that was needed for me to experience. To somebody who is so close to me to act like that. You know. I know it was love. And I'm grateful and sending him from the heart. I hope he feels it. Although I cannot tell him. Like this. You know. Everything in your life, what you are going through, what people are doing to you, is their love. And actually, I got the lesson and I blocked him. If I would not get the lesson, I would keep him and fight with him for days. And I was put up with his shit. So I got the lesson, his love I got. From soul level that we agreed that after 6 years he will do what he did. You know. So I'm grateful. Although in this world we parted. I love you. I hope you feel it. I'm telling this to him. And I'm grateful for your lesson. From soul level, we know why it happens. But in this world, I had to do what I had to do to get the lesson. Same as I'm speaking to you every day and writing about attachments, about not giving your power away, and like this. And people in your life are taking your power away. You are attached, you are going through relationship drama, somebody even abusive or something. It's love. From soul level, you have chosen them to do that. And actually, to the kind words, we don't listen. But when the experience comes, we listen and we remember that words of a master and we can let go. And when we kick them out of our life, we have get their love and we got the lesson. Multidimensionality is confusion, huh? Paradox of confusion. I'm very blessed to have this realized wisdom so I can tell you so deeply. But it is really so. It is love what is happening to you in your life. But if you put up with it, you are not getting the lesson. But if you stand in your power and say no and go through this and kick them out, you got the lesson. And from the soul level, you both are happy. But in this world, somebody may hate you. Somebody may put cord restraint on the other one or something like that, you know. Sadly, like I said, from hard lessons we learn. If a master is talking to us about attachment, we are attached, we don't care. We are just in this attachment holding on. But when those who we are attached on start acting in most crazy ways like my girlfriend did, then we get the lesson. Oh, fuck this attachment. I'll let go. I will go. And we do what needs to be done. And we get the lesson. And like I said, everything what happened to me, I can help gang members because I was in teenage years witnessing that violence. And I know what they are going through. I don't blame them. I don't look at them as criminals because I was innocent in that company because in childhood so many bad things happened and then I ended up in really bad company and I saw really bad things. And did this made me a master, and now I can have compassion to somebody who is in such company, and I can help them, not by reading some book, but out of my own experience. That I survived, you know. And that's why we came in this world, to become masters. We experienced that, and now this is in my memory, healed and divine, and now I can help people who are going through this in their life. Not blaming them and having them for criminals and something like that, but knowing from my own reality how it was in my teenage years. For me, I can have compassion now because I went through this. That's why it was love, because now I can serve as love. And just the other day, somebody came here to me who is in such company, and I really could experience giving him that love and that compassion because I went through this. You know, same as I said, I can really help those who are attached and suffering in relationships, because I was suffering in relationships attached and in really terrible, like I told you before. Without this experience, what can I tell to that boy who is suffering in violent company? If I don't have that experience this life and I did not master it, I cannot help them. I can only babble him something. But when he knows that I experienced it and I really did, then I can really have compassion towards him. And to those who are attached and your partners are very bad to you, I can have compassion to your partner and to you, and I can really inspire you to let go of your attachment. And if somebody is writing, I speaking much against attachments, about attachment, all these things. If somebody is just speaking out of their mind, this will not have effect. But somebody who experienced it and have let go, if you listen to his words, this will really stick. And if this person is a master, this really works. And we can have compassion because we have gone through it, we have mastered it, and now we can help others to heal. Isn't this beautiful? All my diseases and everything in my life, all the mental diseases, physical diseases that I healed by the mercy of white light and source, now I can inspire really others. Hey, doctors told me at this age I would be crippled. But now I just little bit healing my butt still, and my back is like Bruce Lee's. I am more active. I can do greater things with my body. I never imagined in my year when I was 22 years old that I would have such beautiful body and that I would be able to do things that I saw in movies only. You know. And now I can tell to somebody, hey, yes, your back is struggling, this is struggling, you are really hurt, you have anxiety, you have depression. Hey, my friend, I had all of this, but look at me now. Just the other day somebody was here, my friend Gregor, you watching? And I told him, hey, don't worry, you have psychosis, you have this. I had it all, no problem. I had it all, but look at me now. Every day same, you know. Depression, anxiety, all these things, I did not experience them for years, nothing. Not a day. Not a day. Yeah, sometimes we get sad. Still, masters also feel the sadness and like this. But it's always from the point of love, and no depression, no anxiety in my life. And I was completely messed up. And my body is almost healed to the completion. So now when something is happening, like butt nerve or something, I just know it's nothing. I had holes in the spine. Holes. and now they are gone. And doctors don't know how this is gone. I asked them, do you admit this is a miracle? And she did not know what to say, you know, because she knew my condition, my spine, before, like 8 years ago, when I was having a picture, and now she sees the picture and, oh, what is this? Actually, my bones are strong before they were weak. So, through all my suffering that I explained in this video to you, I can now see how I can help those who are suffering in just that now. So if you're suffering in whatever, physical pain, mental pain, relationships, violence, I don't know what, I can tell you, hey, look at me, I'm alive, I'm healthy, I'm shining, I'm smiling, I'm thanking the darkness. Thank you for the master you provided me. You will do it also, don't worry. I was much worse, in worse condition than you, my friend. And look at me now. So if I could do it, you can do it too. Yeah. So it is. And that's why I'm grateful. That's why I know all the hard lessons in my life are love. Because it feels so nice, like when Gregor was here, suffering so much in mental disease. I could tell him, hey, my friend, I was worse than you one day. And look at me now, you can do it. If I could do it, then you can do it for sure. You know? Somebody sexually abused and healing that trauma. If I could heal this, you will heal this also, don't worry. Look at me, I'm here. I'm free of that. And it happened to me also. I can hold his hand, yes. You will get free. And here I can write something and speak about it. And this is like healing personal now, whoever is listening. If you went through this, if your parents were bad to you, don't worry. You can heal it. If I could, you can. But problem is, if we are victims of life, like I wrote in the article before, we can really get the lesson of life and become young masters, or we get old victims and die victims. And many times I see myself young, and I see old people still blaming their mother and father and like this. Hey, my friend, you're getting old. You are actually old. You know, and time is short. Wouldn't it be better to just get the lesson and heal this and not blame still your mother or your father for what they did 60 years ago or something like that? I never blamed my grandfather. I never blamed my mother for leaving me. I never blamed my father for causing so much, for blinding me, for leaving me out on snow when I was baby, for kidnapping me, for all things. Anyway, you must listen to my video about my life to really hear my story. Fuck this. Fuck chats. Nobody please call me. Now they interrupted my video with a Facebook call, and every day I said I don't do chats. And this is insane what people are doing. I feel violated when somebody calls me. So I'm very happy that now I could resume the video. Why people have so much expectation and wants to... I'm too busy. I just wrote the article there that I'm too busy for one man, and it's already night almost, and I wanted to do this video. And somebody just wants to disrupt my video. Sorry, you see. Again, they don't stop. They don't stop, you see. Again, he's calling. Whoever is calling, stop. Please, this is my will. I don't do messenger. I don't do calls with my girlfriend or my mother. Stop. You can message and chat and voice call somebody else. Thank you. Those who like it. I'm here now doing my work, doing my video. What is with people? What is with people? Expectations. Just because you are on Facebook, they have to take you for themselves. And I'm just one man, and I love to give myself to many. And this I'm experiencing non-stop. You know, I'm just one. And that's why I have to stand in my power. And like I said, it's time. Somebody will get blocked. Somebody will get blocked. For third time I hang, and for fourth time they called me now. What is with people? Really? What is with people? I need to solve this some because I cannot do my video now. Somebody is really acting in expectation and demand and like this. And he caused a little bit bad temper in me. But why? Because I'm doing my work. I'm giving you my word. And he has no respect. If I hang up once, if somebody hangs up on me, I know they don't want to talk. So what is with him fourth time calling me? And this is the very good lesson. He's love. Actually, he's making me to roar, to stand in my power more and more. You know, this is love yourself. Love yourself, because people's expectations, you don't owe nothing to them. You owe only to do the work of your heart. And like you see, 4 times he interrupted my video. Insanity. Insanity. And he just broke my flow and everything. And I'm grateful for the lesson, but I'm not grateful that such beautiful video he interrupted and really broke the flow. So whoever you are, you have to learn to understand that if people hang down on you, they don't want to talk. And that's all. This is just a lesson. If somebody hangs down, this is also a lesson. It means they don't want to talk. And they have free will. And you want them for yourself, like they are your property. What is this? If somebody hangs down with me, if somebody says no to me, I accept on first ball. And people don't accept. And now if fifth time he will call, I go there on my computer and block that person. You know. So it is. Because I'm doing my work here. And where I was. So everything is love. Even his phone calls are love. But I don't like that they interrupt our communion. Like this, you know. So anyway, I said it much. Everything is love. You can help others, but you help in the way that you know how to help. Like I know, I'm not here to chat with somebody I don't like it and to call. I'm just one man, you know. And there are many, and they have nothing to do, and I have much to do. So, like this. So sorry for my roaring now and a little bit bad temper. I thought he will get it when I will say it, that it will be enough, but that person is not watching and just wants to talk to me, although I didn't talk to no one for 2 years in the messenger call. Like this. Crazy times. Expectations. And he will get a hard lesson now when I end the video, and this will be the love that he needs. He will get a hard message, and this will be hard lesson that he will need to stop expecting from people. You know? And he will maybe not get it that moment. Why? He will maybe think I'm mean. But eventually, this, what I am to say to him after this video, is to help him to let go of expectation and it will be hard lesson, but it will be exactly what he needs, love. For expectations, demands are very bad. So you see, even this what happened now is just example. I know I'm to act out of love when I'm to give him a roaring message. He will maybe not get it. But eventually this will be the seed, so he will get the lesson that he needs and he will let go. So all the hard lessons in our lives are just that, or just that. So I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope the last part didn't shock you too much. And I hope now you little bit know why hard lessons are love. All my teachers, I was grateful when they were beating me. I was grateful when they were bad to me. I was grateful in India when teacher was chasing me with a stick. Because I was stubborn. I wanted my way. And I did not listen, And they knew my mind. That I cannot get, that I don't listen, but I accepted their mentorship. I accepted their mentorship, I surrendered, but I wanted to teach. Somebody. I wanted to really have it my way. And that stick that went after me was actually love. And after half hour, I thanked to him. Thank you, my master, thank you, teacher. He was smiling like always, very funny. Yeah, you are good, you're learning very fast, but you sometimes need very hard lesson. So this is the truth. This is the truth. That's why I also know that beings like Saturn, Mother Kali, and all these divine energies that are actually dark, that provide dark lessons to us in life, are actually love. Because we need this to let go of our illusions. And if we do not experience that darkness, we do not let go. And when we look back to what was happening, we actually know. We realize it was exactly this that we needed to let go. Yeah. And we are grateful. Like I'm looking back to my abuse, to my teenage years, to everything. I'm grateful. I needed this so I can help those now. I wanted to help the victims. I wanted to help. I wanted to make such video. I wanted to spread the word of truth. So I needed that lesson. And I look into that dark lesson in past, and I'm grateful. And all the dark attacks that were happening to me in past years. Anyway, I'm full of light, and dark beings knew what I am about to be and wanted to destroy me. And now I'm looking back, and like Rumi said, do know that darkness and light are love. Now I'm looking back, and I'm saying, hey, thank you. What you have done to me is actually what I needed to know, that you have no fucking power. And that now I laugh at the darkness. You are nothing. You could do nothing to me. But thank you for the lesson, because I needed that lesson to realize that you have no power and love is the power. You could not destroy me. You made me stronger, and now you have no power in front of me anymore. And you tremble. Darkness trembles in front of me because I know they have no power, have no fear. And I'm grateful for all the astral attacks and all the suffering and everything what was happening to me. From the source, everything is love, because everything originates from the source. Everything comes from the source. They don't even know they work for the source. They don't even know they are part of the source. You know, they actually consciously wanted to destroy me. But actually, from the source, love works in mysterious ways. From the source point of view, they were actually that what I chosen to experience, that I would master it and realize darkness have no power, and I could roar like many times I roar and tell you, have no fear, love is now here, always choose love, never fear. Fear opens darkness, fear gives the illusion, the power, illusion that has no power over you. If you fear, fear gives the power, that illusion consumes you. But love destroys all the illusion, and out of my experience, out of my realized state, I can tell you love is the power, always love, stay in the light. They have no power. Know that. Because I have gone through all the darkest shit and been attacked on so many ways. Just that on the end, I realized that they have no power whatsoever. And now they know this, and darkness fears, for I am here. You know, I go to graveyard to give a candle to my grandfather. I just feel all the ghosts removing and demons. They just go away. They run away. You know, they cannot stand in my presence. So also for that darkness, which was so terrible, I was in my dreams chained and so much things, whipped and tortured, and I don't know what. And if sometimes they wanted to take my soul here out and like this in the broad day, suffering like anything. But this has caused me to really learn some things, to integrate some protection within me, to work on defeating the darkness, on the end losing the fear. And now I can tell to others, darkness is illusion, stay in the light, stay love, never fear. I was almost killed by darkness, in this physical life and in energetical. But I chosen this because I knew I can go through it and become master of it and help others. And that's why I can tell you the same. I can tell you the same from my realization. This darkness that you are experiencing now in your dark night of the soul is this teaching you about love. So on the end, you will lose all the fear and purify all the darkness within you, and they will have no power anymore, because you are the power. Yeah, yeah. So I'm even grateful for that. I'm grateful for everything. I'm grateful for physical violence. I'm grateful for all the injustice that's happened to me, for the abuse, for everything, and even from energetical darkness caused upon me. I give you my word. And maybe that time I was not really sure this is love, and I was fearing for my life and my soul and everything. I know I called masters in India, please help me, please help me. I feel the life is getting sucked out of me. But now if I look at back there, I just needed this, so I can tell you that they have no power. That you are the power, love. Stay in the light. And I actually knew that that I'm more strong, more powerful, that this will not destroy me, that I will defeat it. Because you are the power of all powers. And you can go through anything what you are going through. And you've chosen this everything. So you can become master of this world. And I bless you that soon, now soon, you also will be grateful for all the suffering and pain, whether it be real physical or energetical or whatever. For please be grateful if your mother and father did something terrible to you. Please be grateful. I'm grateful to my grandfather for sexual abuse because I can help, like I said, sexual victims now. I'm grateful for my father for leaving me, for I can help those who are abandoned, like this. So I said everything already, I'm just repeating myself again. So be blessed and do know that all is just love. What is happening to you, what happened or is happening now, you have chosen it to master it and to become greater master. Be blessed always. I love you as myself. And if this word that I am resonates with you and you want to hear more, and if your heart really feels that wants to share with this what I'm doing, not something you want me to do. Like I'm giving freely. If you want to freely share something to support my work, you are freely welcome if your heart desires in freedom. This is what I do here, and this is what I want to do. I don't do voice calls like somebody interrupted 5 times us. But I know what I'm here to do. This is new phone, and I have to turn it off just so they will not get opportunity to do this again. So if it's somebody close, well, also, you know me. Why you did this now? I'm doing my work like this. And I'm grateful even for that, because what I said in that interruptions needed to be said. Somebody needed to hear just that. So because maybe people are calling you and expecting from you to answer and all this, and you just needed to hear that roaring of a man who doesn't take that. So like I said, if you want to spare a coin, you're heart free, you're so much welcome. And if not, you're so much welcome. Because love is free. Sharing is caring, and giving we receive. But freedom is what we all want to be. Sincere to ourselves, sincere to others. But sincerely, from the higher dimensional truth, from the source, everything is love. From everything comes from source. And everything comes back to the source. And everything is meant to take you to the light, to make you the master. And that's why I'm grateful. So be grateful. Namaste. I love you so much. Namaste. Namaste.